Well, I just stuck the pry bar in for a second, just tapped it and whoop, popped right out, and the motor dropped an inch from the PowerPack PP. Now what? How am I going to put that back together? I bet that's the hardest part of the whole job. I see it now. There goes the coffee can. Alright, back into position. Set the legs, tilt the camera, spin it on the screw. Alright, don't whack the camera. Whoops, there she goes. Jack's almost at the bottom. It's getting heavy on the right side. Wow. Gets the turbo in the muffler. Wants to go over big time. Sorry about the knee. Had you played the opera, you have to play the opera, but all the opera fans would be happily contributing to the station. You're not there because we're at the opera. I wonder why it's so apt to turn to the right. Why do we have to have it on the air? You see? Oh, wow. Something hanging up on the left. And that will displace our program on Monday afternoon, although you'll be here on Sunday night, or I'll be here on Sunday night. Sort of hanging there at an angle. Doesn't make me too happy. Did I forget to disconnect something over here? Nope. Uh-oh. Yep. Throttle rod. Oops. I knew it. Had to be one little thing. Jack her up. Oh yeah, that will go back up. That. This is when you need a second person. This is definitely when you need a second person. Yep. Need the trouble lamp. Trouble lamp, drop lamp, pit lamp, workers assist lamp. Yet the issue continues. It came up again in a controversial interview with Donald Trump on CNN. The press secretary. Oh, right there. Oh, that's all it was, hanging up on the control arm. Son of a gun. Wires for my fuel pump. I never hooked up. That's all it took.
Blames it on cable news networks. The interesting thing, according to the Project for Excellence in Journalism, which is a nonprofit that tracks systems, most of the profits that I'm able, and that's ended twice as much time as
huh. Nothing was holding that end in. Just fell out of the carburetor linkage. Try it again. I guess so, huh? Whoa! That's fast.
Okay, if we start talking about the worst things, we can say, even though it's an article of faith, it's just that they don't like Obama, so they're going to...
What a pain, huh? All this work. Oh, a little space there.
First of all, the statistics cable news networks are the ones that are keeping this alive, but one would think that
oh, this trouble lamp.
Yet the statistics by this organization that keeps track of this sort of thing.
Well, now what? It's not going to clear with this huge lump of wood here. So I'm going to have to invent something to lift the back of the engine up. So I can get this piece of wood out. It's heavy.
Let me ask you a question. You read the daily news, you usually go tremendous war. The question is, which one puts the sexier woman on the front cover for the second page? In order to get it's because these editors are sex maniacs, it's because they know it's gonna sell paper. That's what's happening there. So you think that
Who wants to watch this whole thing anyways, huh?
like wood like that? Yes.
What do you think? My knee?
Far left and the far right, and this is if you like the interest that goes from on here. Now, Mike, I welcome you to this program, and I hope that you're not going to be too insulted here. But I always tell you, Steve, it's not like you know what you're talking about.
Whoa! Clonk! Aren't you glad you were watching? I wonder what it was hanging up on. That's really good. Clonk. Guess it's easier to take this piece of wood out now, huh? Yep. Kaboom! Good boy. Didn't hit anything. I hope. My fancy carburetor didn't whack the front of the engine, back of the engine. I wonder what it was hanging up on. I don't know. Sure went flying. Luckily I wasn't lying underneath there. You'd be calling for help. Maybe I'll just pull the hydraulic jack out? I don't know. Don't know how I did this 30 years ago. Lucky it's not a show car, huh? Gotta be a better way to do this. You watching? Pull this big block of wood out, this lump's gonna go flying down and crush something. Clonk. Aside from a slight mishap, hope I didn't damage my $350 carburetor. Didn't whack over here. Break the fuel inlet off or some stupidity. Yeah, definitely a two-person job. I don't know what was hanging up, but something sure was. Okay, is it going to clear? Trials and tribulations, huh? I was once pulling a motor 33 years ago from a 68 Pontiac, and yeah, I get the Doofus of the Month award. Yep, I definitely win the Doofus of the Month. Anyways, as I was saying, luckily it's close to the ground. I was pulling the motor on a 68 Pontiac. I reached underneath like this to get the concrete block under the motor because the chain was too short, or the garage floor ceiling was too low. And just when I pulled my head out, the chain broke and the motor came crashing down. Would have crushed me and I wouldn't be here. But missed me. We're gonna come along now and pull this thing back. Whoa, riding cowboy. Here, what am I doing? Riding my turbo motor. Well, the jack won't roll because the piece of wood is rubbing on the wheels. You gotta love it.
That does disagree with Sue Horton, who is the editor at the
Get a second person. Awfully getting too old. Bet you Jay Leno doesn't go through this. for a second. Sweat, too old. Luckily it's recording, huh? Yep, slid forward. Need to put a come along on this and pull it backwards. Alright, give me a minute. I'm fighting here with a big lump.